Are we live yet?
You're dancing.
Are we live yet? You want to dance now?
No.
No, good. I mean, I'm sure it's great.
Water bottle.
Kim, what is this water bottle for? Drinking.
It's for drinking.
It's drinking water. How does that relate?
Candy.
How does that relate to what we're going to be talking about today?
Well, if you didn't know, Eric, we are currently doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway contest.
Like free stuff?
Free stuff, yeah, really cool free stuff.
It is cool.
We want your feedback. We want people's feedback. So we spend a lot of time talking to Instagram. We're on Instagram too. Instagram and Facebook audiences and small businesses about just, social media, marketing, all of those things that can make your business better.
Right.
And we
want to
know, very
important.
important. We want to know what you guys want to hear, and we want to know what we say that's boring, and we want to know what we say that's really helpful. And so, to entice you to talk to us, we are giving away a Mavidea water bottle. That's
just like that.
It's the Contigo brand. Contigo.
And let me just say, I don't know, but I'm gonna say whatever it says, it means popular, because every time I get a water bottle, someone steals it because they're so awesome.
They are.
So great job to the marketing person who made that decision to get those water bottles.
And maybe even more popular than a really cool water bottle is one of the really cool new Max Slider t-shirts.
Like this.
They are hot off the press. Is that what you call it?
Hang on, I'm getting real close.
Screen?
Okay.
I don't know what you call it, but
fresh off the press.
Fresh off the press.
That's right. We got a whole bunch of new designs. They're coming out, and we got such anticipation for the new designs we're going to launch. We're really excited, and we're going to give one away with this water bottle, right?
With the water bottle. So this is what you need to do. Either on Instagram or Facebook, you need to comment. You need to tell us, I want more information on social media, or on how to make my website better, or I don't know.
How I get my hair to do this?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to know?
Search engine optimization, or tech tips on how to be more productive. What do you guys, what do you want to know about? We know we've been in business for 10 years now, helping small businesses, and so we've seen a lot, and we've served a lot,
tried a lot,
and failed a lot.
Failed a lot.
So we have a lot of value to give, and we want to be the most effective for you. So.
Yeah, we know they've got questions. It's interesting because
we know you've got questions.
You posted a give us your feedback request just a couple nights ago, and we had a few people jump on and gave us some awesome feedback about what we could talk about and what we can address. We see the world in kind of one fashion, and we're not sure what questions you have, and so we're inviting you, giving you an opportunity to tell us what you want to hear about, because we'll talk about anything, right?
Yes.
Pretty much, as long as it's legal. And we'll talk about just about anything as it pertains to helping you use social media and the internet to grow your small business. Right?
Yep.
So comment away. You're going to get a t-shirt. You're going to get a water bottle full of candy. And it's going to be awesome. With that said, Kim, one of the things that came up last week, and I've got a confession to make, an apology. First is, the thing that came up was we were talking about specifically Instagram last week.
Right.
And I got some questions about why do you choose Instagram over Facebook, and should I do both or what? So that's going to be the topic today. Is we're going to talk about a little bit about using Instagram versus using Facebook.
Right.
Okay. Last week was sucky because the internet stunk. It was pouring down rain. There was 40 miles an hour winds outside, and our internet connectivity was just not working.
We're kind of in the country a little bit. We're kind of out here a little bit.
Yeah,
so.
And so we're gonna redo that topic. Last week we talked about tagging your posts on Instagram, and there's some good stuff in there that I think will help people. We're gonna reshoot that later on.
Yeah.
But what came out of that was sometimes talk about Instagram, sometimes talk about Facebook. What should I do? Why should I do it? And where should I go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you spend a lot of time on Instagram.
I do.
And Mavidea, so far, we've really spent most of our time on Facebook, and we're just now really getting into Instagram. So when we talk about, what led you to Instagram? What led MaxLighter to Instagram over Facebook?
Well, and I think it begs the question on if you're picking one or the other, or a strategy for both, it's most important to understand what these tools are right now, because they're similar, but they're a little different, right? And so I always tell people, Kim, that people say, what is Instagram? I say, well, remember when you were 13 years old, and I remember when I was 13 years old, I had a bedroom, and it was my own room, and I could decorate it however I wanted, right? Okay. So I put up a bunch of posters of stuff that I was into, right? I had a poster of Michael Jordan. I had a poster of the White Sox, because I love the White Sox, and the Chicago Bears, Walter Payton, and a Mustang, and
an NSYNC.
No, but I did
have an NSYNC poster.
But I did have Pamela Anderson. I really sorry, but anyway, I covered the walls with stuff I liked that I wanted to be surrounded with. Okay, Instagram is like a 13-year-old's bedroom that changes all day, every day.
Right.
Okay. Instagram is an app that you can put on your phone. Hang on a second. Let me get rid of the messages I'm getting. Instagram is an app that you can have, mostly used on your phone. It doesn't work very well in a browser. Right. Most people use it on their phone. They could post pictures of stuff that they're into, and you as a consumer can follow pictures or topics through hashtags.
Yep.
So, for instance, we like early Broncos. Everyone knows that. So I follow the hashtag early Bronco. So anytime someone posts something to early Broncos, I see it in my feed. Okay? And so Instagram, like a 13-year-old's bedroom, the content changes. It's very visual. So those businesses, answering your question about why does MaxLighter focus on that as the starting point, is because MaxLighter Brothers Customs offers a lot of very visual products. Right. People are into Broncos, and so they want to see pictures of them, and Instagram's a great spot to start there.
Right.
Now, with that said, Kim, who manages the marketing at Mavidea Technology Group, focuses more on Facebook first. Right. Now, we both do. I do kind of Instagram first, and then Facebook second, because I'm using both. But Kim is a little bit opposite. Facebook first, Instagram second.
Right.
So tell the users your observation of how Facebook is different as it relates to Instagram.
Sure. And we're kind of, I would say we're even now trying to decide if we've got the right strategy going on as Instagram continues to get more popular, and more people are adopting that social media outlet.
Especially for business.
Especially for business.
Yeah.
In the past, Facebook was where we got the most engagement, the most people who were interested in hearing about what we have going on. And every type of social media outlet has its own audience or its own way that you speak to those people. And so Mavidea is very, we do a lot of sharing advice and sharing our culture. We're B2B. A lot of our clients then are on Facebook because they're businesses. So we share a lot of information there. We share a lot of blog posts. We share a lot of shenanigans that go around the office because our clients like to see.
There's one.
Our clients like to see what's going on here, and they like they want to see the technicians and the web developers and the web designers and see what we have going on here. So that's where we've typically
but let's talk about what Facebook is. Kind of how, I said Instagram's kind of like a 13-year-old's bedroom, digital version on your phone.
Yeah.
And Facebook it's more of a social social tool that people use to connect with other people's lives,
absolutely.
Their friends. They also connect to what I kind of refer to as tribes, right? Groups of people that are into the same thing. So there are groups on Facebook that you can be part of. If you're into quilting, right? There's a quilting, I'm sure, Facebook page out there where there's a bunch of people who enjoy quilting, and you can go there and check out what people are talking about, ask questions, and be involved with peers, right? So Facebook is a little bit more social in that, but it also embodies some of the things that Instagram offers in that 13-year-old bedroom kind of analogy with pictures and videos and things of that nature.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
But what I've seen, Kim, is that people comment, and so on both tools you can like a post, right?
Yep.
on both tools, you can comment on a post. On Instagram, you can tag people through their screen name. Facebook, you can too. It's a little bit different process and not as common. But where Facebook is a little different is that you can share a post. Right? So Instagram isn't very good for people wanting to share. The way they would share is they would comment and tag their friend so that it appeared in their friend's feed and their friend can see it.
Exactly.
Whereas Facebook, you can hit the share button and push it out so that everyone that's connected to you on Facebook
and there
can
are
see
some
it.
apps and things like that help you share on Instagram, but the app on its own doesn't have a great sharing feature. Right.
Exactly. And it's not common. It's not used commonly for those kinds of practices. So what I've observed, Kim, is that if we talk about the two businesses, Max Slider Brothers Customs on one side and Mavidea on another, and Kim told me to do this and I forgot, but we're standing here at Mavidea, right? And there's the conference room back there, and here's the Mavidea sign, and then over here is a bunch of Broncos, and that's the Bronco showroom, and lots of cool stuff in there that's very visual. I'll put this down, give me a second. But we're standing here, we use the tools a little bit differently, the way that they fit our business. Now, what's interesting to me is that you can tie them together. Right? So part of the reason I use Instagram first is because, and I don't know if this is possible on Facebook, maybe you can help me with this, but Instagram, I can post something and I can set it up so that as soon as I post something, it also pushes to our Facebook page.
Yes.
Right? So I'll post a picture, I'll take a picture, a dumb little video of what we're doing, and I hit the post button, and it appears on Instagram, and it also appears on Facebook. Right?
Yep.
And then I don't have to go in and do it individually on Facebook, so it saves me time. Most people don't get that, and so they don't realize that they can duplicate their efforts and cover two bases by starting with Instagram. Is there that? Can you do that on Facebook yet? Do you know?
No, I don't think you can. Again, there's probably like third-party add-ins, social media calendars, buffer, things like that allow you to share to multiple networks at once. Unlike Instagram, where it actually, you hit the share button and it shows Facebook and then it shares to it. There's no button like that on Facebook. Right.
So the point I want to make as we're kind of wrapping up, and I'm going to talk about the giveaway again real quick to remind people we need your feedback. But as I see people using these tools, they're using them a little bit differently, and you got to kind of find what works for you in your business. Are you a business that would benefit from the social side, like maybe a restaurant, I think, would do well and really focusing on Facebook.
Okay.
Whereas Instagram might be great for people offering something on a national scale that's very visual. I'll say this about Facebook is that I think sales have changed. I think our sales is changing very quickly.
Yes.
And I'm getting that feedback from other business owners, and they're all asking, help us figure out this social media stuff, which is why we're doing what we're doing. Because it seems like our world is changing, and I want to talk about a little story. So I was on Facebook one day, and I like Mexican food.
Okay.
I can eat Mexican food every day.
Right.
Hand up for how many people love Mexican food. Do I have a button I could push because I love it?
Any thumbs up for that?
And I saw someone post, and this type of stuff happens a lot. I saw someone post, and they said, best Mexican restaurant in Bloomington, Normal, ready, set, go. Okay? And I was like, oh man, I got to check this out because I want to hear what people are saying. I read through the feed, and we're a big El Portone fan because El Portone's a client, and they have the best Mexican food that we had eaten here in Bloomington, Normal, up to this point. But I saw 2/3 of the people that answered said Tony's Tacos.
Really?
Yeah, Tony's Tacos. Got to go to Tony's Tacos. At that time, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
And so what did I do that afternoon? I said, honey, guess where we're going to lunch? Tony's Tacos. Because apparently it's awesome enough that all of my peers, are saying, go to Tony's. We went there, tried it. It's kind of like El Portone and Tony's Tacos, both incredible people, just great people, and great food for different reasons. And so I kind of go back and forth. One day I'll go to one. I literally do that all week long. The point of that story is that it used to be that if you wanted to find Mexican food, you'd go to Google, you'd do a Google search, and you'd try to find who's ranked first, and you'd start to look at their website, and you'd start to make decisions on what you see there on page 1.
Yeah.
Now, most of that is done socially. Your phone's always with you. If you're out and about, I can say...
Because of word of mouth. You know, we talked about that when we talked about digital relationships.
Mm-hmm.
People are taking back the power and are finding lots of ways to socially share what's worked for them. I mean, half of my Facebook feed these days is there's like a feature on Facebook where you can say, like, looking for recommendations. And then all these people post, and it's really cool because that's the best way to find the right contractor, the right carpet cleaner, the right tacos.
Appliance repair person.
Exactly.
Yep. And so if you think about that story, and you think about how people are using these social tools to gain consumer information, which allows them to make business decisions, right? Purchases and whatnot, the question becomes which tool you use and why, and how you put yourself out there as a business so that you can win more of that business.
Absolutely.
There's a million different ways, and there's so many different strategies that can work and others that don't. And we have an enormous amount of knowledge and experience in that topic because we've been trying it. We've been throwing stuff at the wall to see if it sticks. Some of it does, some of it doesn't. But we want to bring you information that can benefit you. So if you think about Instagram or you think about Facebook, we need your ideas on what we can talk about to help you put real things into place. And we're going to incent you by giving away a sweet water bottle full of candy and a Max Slider shirt, new, and I've got other designs
new one
in whatever size you want. So please comment below. If you're watching this after we've shot this live, continue to comment because we're going to come back and read those.
And I have one thing to add.
One thing to add? Go ahead.
On the side of figuring out where you should be on Facebook or Instagram, we've been doing Marketing Mondays on Instagram.
Oh,
so
good
if you're
point.
over there. And our first topic yesterday was talking about knowing who your audience is, and that's a great place to start. So if you're not sure if you should start on Facebook or Instagram, or you've got both, and you don't know where to put your time and your efforts, go to that story. It should be up for the next 12 hours or so, and learn about your audience. Learn about who your clients are, who you should be talking to, and that should help you get a clear direction on where to start.
And they can find that if they go to Instagram and they're following Mavidea.
Yes.
And it'll appear in the story.
In our stories.
In the story. So up at the top, if you swipe through, you'll see Mavidea. And I'll tell you what, I watched it last night. Kim, you did an excellent job.
Thank you.
And I was super proud of you.
Thanks.
So awesome stuff. And I know our new marketing intern, Emily. Hang on a second.
Say hi to Emily.
Say hi to Emily. She's had some awesome ideas and some great experience and is really helping on the team.
Now she's really red.
Now she's embarrassed. So, hey, that's what you get when you deal with me.
We accomplished
That's right.
a goal.
Perfect. So, with that said, comment below. Win some cool stuff. We want to bring you information that you want to hear. So, this is Kim.
This is Eric. Bye.
Deuces.